What's up, everyone? Back for another beer mail, and today I will be unboxing a beer mail courtesy of the guys over at 2TEN90 Brewing, Todd and Andy. So thank you very much, guys. I truly do appreciate it. I will post a link in the description box to their channel, which I highly recommend. They have some very entertaining videos, and their production quality is through the roof when it comes to beer tubing. Definitely up there with some of the best. Certainly better than my channel, which is gross when it comes to production quality. But awesome guys. I watch pretty much every single video they post, and Todd hit me up this past week and he was like, hey man, I want to send you some beer, so hit me up with your email address. He did. We chatted a little bit, and sure enough, he sent me out a box of beer. So we have 6 beers in front of me now. I already pulled them out of the box because the box was pretty much beat up quite a bit. So I wanted to, look at the stuff first. I didn't want to actually see the beers, but I was just going to open up, make sure everything survived. And the way that Todd packaged it, which was awesome, also allowed me to see the beer. So I was like, why am I going to feign an unboxing video and be like, oh, I don't know, I've never seen this before, because I pretty much saw all the beers. So I just grabbed them out of the box, threw them in front of me. So here we are. Now, he pretty much told me what he was going to send, at least from the breweries. He didn't tell me exactly the beers outside of a couple of these. So I'm really pumped up to not only try these out, but review them. We got 2 beers from RAR Brewing. Got 2 beers from Burley Oak. We have a Hysteria beer, and we have a Heavy Seas beer. So the first 2 from RAR, I've been dying to try something from RAR, and they sent me 2. Todd was like, we're going to send you a couple, and the first one is a grape cotton candy sour. So on the side here it says, brewed with copious amounts of grapes, cotton candy, vanilla, and lactose. Please keep refrigerated all the time. Well, not right now, because I'm doing an unboxing, but that'll go right into the fridge. So that sounds really cool. Actually, brewed with cotton candy sounds just weird to me. Now, a lot of times I'll get cotton candy like in a yeast profile of a New England style IPA, but as far as an actual beer using it, it's got to be a first for me. So that sounds pretty cool. The next one from them is We All Float. It says dessert stout with a lactose, 9%. And I believe, I'm not gonna try to quote Todd on this one. I'm gonna paraphrase, but I think he said this was a root beer float stout, and we'll see. I'll look it up before I review it just to make sure. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. 9%. I don't think I mentioned the percentage here on this one. 5.4 on the grape cotton candy sour. That's just cool, yeah, as you can see, kind of cool. Anyway, next one from Heavy Seas, their 24th anniversary. This is a quadruple IPA, comes in at 14% ABV, and I just got done watching the review from them, I believe it was yesterday, I think they posted it, and yeah, that's crazy, 14% quad IPA. I had a couple different quad, listen, I'm just gonna say this, people are like, do triple IPAs exist? Do quad IPAs exist? They technically do now because people are saying them, but it's just a huge Imperial IPA, 14%. They say quadruple. I've had a couple other beers that have said quadruple, and it sounded super drinkable and quite tasty for 14%. So that one excites me quite a bit because you don't see too many quadruple IPAs, especially at 14%. So I'm going to give it a go and see how this one is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite good. So the next one is from Hysteria, and it's their Big Beer, No Little Beer. This is a German chocolate cake Imperial Stout. So I saw them do a couple videos on Hysteria, and they did... They actually, I believe it was Andy who went to the brewery and got some fresh cans and, poking fun at Todd and whatnot in the videos. And this one really obviously interests me because I'm a coconut fiend and has coconut. It's a German chocolate cake stout. So like, sign me up. I even mentioned them. I was like, that sounds awesome. And Todd threw it in. So thank you very much, dude. I can't wait to get into that one. He said to drink this one first, although a couple IPAs over here I'm going to drink, I think, right before that. But, coconut fresh, more often than not, adjunct fresh are what you want to, you want to drink the beer fresh because they're going to pop more. So we'll definitely get to that one right after these 2. And it brings me to these 2, which are from Burley Oak. Now, another good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Alex, has been hooking me up with a lot of Burley Oak beers. He sent me an IPA from them that unfortunately got dented in transit and kind of spilled everywhere, and I couldn't review it. So Todd hooked me up with 2 Burley Oak IPAs. The first one is their Citra Galaxy, which I believe is Citra and Galaxy, and it is a an IPA that is brewed with lupulin powder, 7.5%. That sounds quite tasty, and I love Citra, I love Galaxy, so I feel like I'm going to enjoy that one. Now, both these cans are right around about 7 weeks old, so I'm going to definitely get to these 2 first, as I mentioned, and then this one. So yeah, looking forward to trying that one. And then the last one is their Higher Vibrations. Now, this is a triple IPA, 10%. Yeah. Now, actually, when it comes to triple IPAs, like drinking them around 7-8 weeks, fine with me. I always find like a little bit of age on a triple IPA works for me, definitely in the 6 to 8 week range, and that's pretty much where this one is. So gonna drink these two first, probably this one, these two. I'm gonna drink all of these probably in a week, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you very much, Todd. I do appreciate you hooking me up with all this goodness from your way. You know, those guys are out in Maryland and they do a lot of local stuff, you know, drink local. They're all about it. So what I think I'm going to do is hit them back with a box of local New York beer, probably some other half, maybe some other local breweries here like Thin Man and Big Ditch. And maybe they'll do it as a part of their state series they have on their channel, which I don't think they've done in quite a while. They did a couple different states and I haven't seen it since then. So maybe they'll do New York. Maybe I'll send them a box and they can enjoy it. And yeah, we'll go from there. So be on the lookout for reviews of all these beers over the next month or so. I have, if you've been watching the channel, you know a lot of generous individuals, generous fellow beer tubers and viewers that have sent me a lot of great beer. Of course, I'm only one man and I can only get through so much beer. So I want to get these up as soon as I possibly can, but it probably will be around 3 to 4 weeks before these reviews get up because I have the aforementioned Alex, his beer mail I got to get to. And then also Jeff, aka No Jinx, great friend of the channel, sends me a lot of great beer. I have stuff from him I got to review. And then Hot Butcher, I got to post the stuff that they sent me. So be on the lookout probably over the next month or so. You'll see all these and I cannot wait to get into them. So one last time, thanks to Todd and Andy. Check out 21090 Brewing. Like I said, great guys, awesome channel. If you're not subbed to them, I highly recommend going over there, checking out their content and giving a sub if that's the type of stuff you enjoy, because it's the type of stuff I enjoy. Like I said, production value very high, entertainment value very high, and they're just overall great dudes. I've popped in live streams and they're just good dudes. What it comes down to. So once again, thanks to those guys. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer mail here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.